Capricorn, hi, welcome. Capricorn? Okay, this thing is like on a little delay, I guess. Welcome to your live tarot reading for the week. These are general reads. If they don't resonate, I'm sorry. Got a whole bunch of cards that just fell out here. We'll put them back for you. Um, I will do your astrology chart next week. Once again, if I do the astrology every week, it just kind of repeats itself, and I think that's unhealthy as hell. When you're looking at your astrology every week, you should kind of understand the transits once for the month, and then just kind of like get them there, and then just know how you're going to steer your ship. Um, and then we can just have fun with tarot. I love the cards, so let's do your read. Capricorn. Capricorn, you are one of the signs I've been. I love the Cap. I think I was saying that in your reads last time. I've been digging Cap. I've been running into just Capricorn sun people. And sure enough, your sun hits my sixth house, which isn't a great house, but for some reason, just messing with it. So, all right, Cap. I wonder what your title's going to be. I'm doing some interesting titles, and I'm doing clickbait. You know what? I kind of feel like not to put these cards back. I'm gonna leave these here as your advice. Just leave them there. I feel like they hit the table exactly where I put my advice cards at the end of the read, and just leave it there. So let's see how it goes. Let's invite a little chaos into your read. All right. Energy here. You might be dealing with the Leo. Okay. The Sun card. Your happiness is being challenged by a Virgo. While you're here at the read, Four Swords. Okay. Three of Wands in the past. Page of Swords. You got a mouth on you lately, Capricorn. I'm going to just put that out. You got a fucking mouth on you. Ooh, I don't know who you've been talking to, but you got a fucking mouth on you. That's... Ooh. What did you say to this person? Ooh, I don't know what this read's about. I know what it's about, but the way it comes out, something harsh here was said. Something really harsh, and I feel like it's coming on from your side here. While you're here at the read, healing for introspection, you're here for some sort of clarity that you can't do on your own. I'm going to clarify it for you. I'm going to fucking clarify it for you, Cap. In the past, you were waiting for something here, something passionate, some new beginning, something, but you were waiting here a while. Your strength is your words, your messages, the way you communicate to people. Sure, it's a strength, but it's also kind of like how you say it. And we'll get back to that. Why when I saw that, my intuition just started flaring up here like a bad case of heartburn. I just felt my throat chakra like... Just kidding. I didn't feel anything in my throat. I'm just bullshitting you. But I know you said something to hurt somebody here. What the fuck did you say to this person? In the upcoming energies here, somebody's left out in the cold. You dump somebody here. You told them how it is and blah, blah, blah. Okay. What the universe is hiding from you here, Eight of Wands. Your communication style, the way you treat people. There's also a consequence attached to that the universe is hiding from you, that there is no people here at the end of the day. How you tell people things is how they'll show up. which is they won't show up. They'll be avoidant. You might be dealing with the Virgo too, as well, because the Virgo is challenging your read, and Virgo's reading was all about being avoidant. So maybe if you're dealing with a Virgo, go cross watch the Virgo read. Give me some views. But Eight of Wands here, under that Five of Pentacles, you definitely cut somebody off here. And Justice. Justice is your advice. There's really no way to say what they did was right or whatever, or give them any validation here. I don't know what they did to you. I'm not clarifying either, but whatever happened here wasn't you. We can't validate. Hopes and fears you to do something spiritually, physically, energetically, with the Three of Coins. Financially as well. I know my caps them pentacles, and I do feel like you want somebody to build with you for sure. And the upcoming future energy here, Eight of Cups. Walking away from emotional things that are no longer serving you, taking a break from the people that bullshit you all the time. Look, whatever you said to this person, however you came off, sure, maybe on your part, wasn't very mature. But whatever they did probably wasn't very justified here with the Justice card. Wasn't balanced, wasn't fair to you for sure. Pretty simple. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you about this read other than what you said to this person is probably going to change their mindset. Let's see. Let me pull a card here. Queen of Cups. Yeah. This is giving me the Virgo reading. Maybe you're dealing with the Virgo, but this is also something that was hidden in their read. It could be. Let me give you a scenario. It could be there's a person here that hurt you or did something to you didn't like. So you said some words that were very harsh that's going to stick with this person. You gave this person some baggage to carry on to their next little lesson. They got another lesson coming, but you gave them some baggage to take to the next lesson, is how that's showing up for me. I don't believe in saying karma during a read, especially because you're Capricorn, so you are the sign of karma, right? The 10th house. Sorry, not a. Well, yeah, the natural 10th house from Aries, which is a very where the karma is stored, right? But I don't like using the word karma or like this person's getting karma, because karma happens in the next life. Maybe it's you that's getting the karma, right? Because if it's the next life, right? So that's why I don't use that word. And I don't subscribe to karma in the read because I feel like it has little or nothing to do with how to treat people and how to react to situations. Just by knowing something's karmatic or that you're not really getting anything out of it, because in the next life, the only thing that you can do is treat people correctly. But I feel like whatever you said to this person, they're carrying this baggage into the next lesson, whether it be in this life or the next life. They're going to pay it back to you somehow. And I do feel like there is a return here. And it may not be next week, not next month, not with the transits of next year, but somewhere along the line. And they're going to give you a big thank you for whatever you said to them, helped them mature as they carried this baggage with them. Normally, I've been seeing this Queen of Cups come out, and I don't get a really good vibe out. Maybe it was the Mercury retrograde that totally polluted me with this card, but I feel like there's polluted waters here that she's carrying in this cup, especially in the position that it came out in your read, where I'm trying to clarify what this loneliness Eight of Wands is. So possibly there's a lot of baggage somebody's going to carry into the next relationship because of what you said. And I feel like it's mental, emotional. Congratulations. If you were here at the read, just to figure out that if what you said was valid and it's going to screw with their head, correctly so. Yeah, the Capricorn wins. Now, for these 4 cards that came out, I thought it was kind of weird the way they showed up right here. And normally I pull 3 for your advice, and I kept them, and how they relate to your read. The Ace of Wands, the 7 of Cups, the 4 of Coins, and then the 10 of Swords. You were dealing with somebody here that had options besides you. Somebody that held on to their options as well. Somebody that was greedy. Now, if you weren't in anything, I know I hate sharing personal shit, but here we go. I was in Japan, right? I came back to America, right? And then I noticed a lot of things changed. I had reverse culture shock. This is how I see this here. I didn't know. Sorry about the shaking. You guys know I just bought a house and I'm remodeling it. I'm gonna have the studio deal with the webcam for now. Cap, let's talk. Let's talk. I had to deal with coming from Japan, where I was for almost 9 years, coming back to America. I was reverse culture shock. I didn't know there was people getting into relationships with 3 or 4 different other people, and it was totally fine. Okay, so if that's you in this read, having some sort of contractual thing, or the open relationship, polyamory, that's a new thing, but I'm going to have to be open to the new thing that there's people watching these videos that are in relationships with 4, 5, 6 different people, whatever. I don't know. That's what this is showing me. Somebody here that possibly wanted that was going to get you in the mix, and maybe you didn't want any part of that. Now, if you're in that and you're okay with it, maybe they were hiding something, or they weren't completely upfront about a situation. Okay? Whether it didn't even have to do anything with the people they were seeing, it could have just been with their work or whatever. Somebody was being untruthful about something they had here with an option or a decision that they had to make, and they were holding on to something, and they were holding on to it for a while, which caused you a lot of pain and a big ending here for you, whatever this was. Okay, now, like I said, for some of you that may not resonate, but I feel like for some of you that are into the polyamory stuff, there's that, and that may have to end. And that, not saying that you're not going to get into another polyamory, sure, but maybe with a more honest person. And it's just me, but I've had clients that are into that, and none of them are ever successful with relationships. I think, no, none of them. And if that's you with the successful one, hit me up for a read. I'll gladly do your read and your chart for free, just to figure out how it works in the chart. For science, let's do it. But for that cat over there sneezing. For those of you that are into the polyamory thing, like for the ones that I've seen client-wise, it never works. There's just more drama. And isn't that a relationship, right? Drama. It's not drama. It's just relationships are contractual, right? It's like a business deal. And then you're including another body into the business deal. It could either be very difficult, or it could actually be very easy when you have a third person or a fourth person in the contract. And that's what I'm showing here, is that the fourth thing or the third thing here was very difficult. And, maybe it was just too one-sided. Or maybe you had somebody that wanted to see other people but wouldn't let you see other people, especially. Ooh, I know a guy that his girl wants to see other guys, but he's not allowed to see other girls. But if he enjoys that, but who am I to say? Oh, I already got your advice. I don't need to draw your advice. Anyways, Cap, I'm sorry your reading was strange, but hopefully it reaches the person it needs to reach. And if it didn't, then hit me up for the astrology next week. At least that one will hit you next week. Take it easy. Bye, Cap.